I'm speaking to somebody very confident and very capable. And this isn't an ego confidence. This is confidence that you built from scratch when you had nothing. This is confidence that can't be ripped out from underneath you. Okay. Very capable. Somebody thought you were faking that confidence. Somebody treated you like you were very, very common, very regular. Okay. And I'm not gonna lie, I'm a little irritated. This energy is irritating, but I know there's something on the other side of it. Okay? It is Mercury retrograde at the time of this reading. It's not a normal retrograde either, but I'm not gonna get into it. Okay, you're someone who can stand on your own if necessary. And like you've proved that to yourself and you don't have any desire to like people didn't know that about you. Okay? You're like deceptively strong. And this could be in your spiritual ranking as well. Like you're just a fucking presence. You're a force to be reckoned with. Okay, none of this is for your ego. None of this is like to build an ego because, well, I mean, do what you want with this energy, because you're gonna know if this is for you. You're gonna know. Somebody treated you like you're a regular, and now they're facing these implications that they didn't expect would come. I can't make this shit up. I can't make this shit up. This is why I love the cards so much. This is why I use the cards, among many other reasons. Oh, I'm gonna have to censor. Isn't this a dope card though? It's the devil. Their ego, everything that they had built, this mask, they think everyone operates like that because they operate like that, okay? And we're not just gonna like shame this person and belittle them and tear them down because like life has done that already, okay? One thing, if you haven't already come to find this out on your own, is nobody gets away with anything. Okay, when you start learning the Hermetic principles, and you might be somebody that already understands, okay, I'm not assuming that you don't, but you can't outrun yourself. And you're somebody that knows that. You're somebody that knows that the work you have put in is behind closed doors. We're not work that is done publicly. And you might be like helping people in similar ways. But yeah, somebody was hoping you were way more clingy. They were hoping that you were way more clingy because of how open-hearted you were, because of how loving and kind you are. It's sort of like, oh, what's that saying? The warrior is better to be a warrior in a garden than a gardener in a war. That just came through. Okay, I'm channeling now. But like, you walked away from something. This doesn't have to be romantic. I don't know if this is romantic or familial or just like a friend situation or workplace. I don't know. This is general. So it's going to apply to several situations. If you want something very specific for your situation, dropdeadcosmic.com is the place to do that. It's the only way to work with me, okay? You know your worth. There's no doubt about it. And like, somebody is just, they're now facing, well, for a lot of you, yes, this will be a romantic situation. This is the Lovers, okay? So the fact that the Devil and the Lovers have come out, on the traditional Devil card, it's basically the Lovers, but they're minimized. It's 444 on the timer. It's the Devil sitting in the background, which could also be Capricorn energy, okay? We just had the Capricorn full moon, even though this is timeless. This is the energy in the atmosphere. The Lovers, which you probably know if you're like this deep into the reading, they are chained, right? They're chained up. They got their, they're bound. And then the devil's big sitting behind them. But the kicker is the chain isn't attached to anything. Okay, that's what the ego can do. You are so free in life that you can choose to be bound to anything if you're operating from solely the ego and not something a little more substantial. Okay, so this person's just, for a lot of you, it is a romantic interest. This person was just, they thought they had you figured out in a way, like they thought you were secured, but they did literally nothing. They did literally nothing. What do we got here? They did nothing to secure you other than I can't stand the Page of Coins, man. Ooh, okay. I'm so irritated. Do you see yourself here in the center? Okay, this is victory. The Six of Wands. This is the Page of Coins in reverse. On the other side, we have the Tower in reverse. This person's world is like caving in on themselves. And I'm not saying it's like they're distraught, but it's like the pressure, okay, of holding their pride so strongly is hurting them. It's like they're so bound to who they thought they were that it's like hurting them. Okay, and this isn't something like you don't step in and fix this. For the love of God, do not do that. I'm not talking to somebody that would do that. You know better. But the Page of Coins, I don't really like the pages. The pages, they get a little bit irritating. Okay, they're like I mean, just in some readings, okay. But yeah, I'm seeing like a mask, like unmasks, like fucking mask off. And you were like, fucking mask off. But they were like, what? No. Wait. And so this is something like they're hoping to God that there's a second chance with you. But I see victory for you regardless. I mean, people do grow, people do elevate on their own. This isn't something that you can interfere with. You can interfere with it, but I wouldn't. That's your personal choice. So yeah, sometimes rock bottom is just what a person needs to elevate also. Okay, so this could be them after they sort of have this time within themselves also. So if you want something more specific, if this is your situation, what's on the bottom here? I gotta see before we go. It's a Seven of Swords in reverse. Okay, so yeah, they can't lie to themselves anymore. They might approach you. They might, I don't know what they're gonna do, but they need to go through their own shit before they approach you. Okay.